relying on further intel. NRG, up until that point, had 5 players at the ready. Now they're going back to their default setup, and that will be the cue for BLAHAJ to start pushing in. Blix, avoiding that paranoia, hasn't exactly pathed towards sight, and keep an eye on that spike, because it's going to be going down in a very cheeky angle inside this dark cover. Right now, BLAHAJ, they're looking to play post-plant as much as possible, but here come the Rain of Frenzies! Already, Blue just fills the kill feed, and NRG finished the round.
This A site now rotating on back. As the flash has come through, there's the flash and dash. Not going to find too much as those smokes are doing a good job of clearing this site out or keeping the sight lines blinded. So I'm going to find the first. That one through smoke. hyjinx is able to trade one back. The spike has since been planted, and now we get to see that post plant that we thought would come in that pistol round. It is a 4v4. And that spike just planted off-site a little bit, not necessarily in the most defaulted position. Nano swarms look to go on out. Daps might just be able to stick this one. They're trying to stay through the smoke, but NRG, no, they stop it for a moment. Som forced to get back on, and now Zill has to try and trade it out, but he just can't do it. BLAHAJ.
Retaliation. It's another A execute in, Tanner. And we're still not seeing that variety that I mentioned previously. A couple of B hits here and there, but once again, A seems to be their destination of choice. This time a much safer plant, mind you. This is going to completely change up how BLAHAJ play. That's actually really interesting.
All 5 members still alive here, and as you said, a much safer plant. Jaomock going to go down here. Infinite going to pick that first one up. Sounded like that spike was teased for the defuse. And it's red going good for 2. There's the rolling thunder, gonna buy a bit of time. eeiu and dapso looking to close things out. They're not done yet. This is beautiful from BLAHAJ, just trying to play against the clock. And now in the 1v1, the diffuser shanks, he's still in the smoke. That is the limited time for the smokes. It's traekS to get it done. What a way to win.
Down the line, BLAHAJ will go back to the old faithful A push. Although it hasn't had the best results, it has been one of their most promising forays into being able to take down NRG. And it's not looking promising yet again. They don't even get the spike down. eeiu will stop that early.
Couple of kills traded back, though. It is going to be answered. Now a 2v3, making it 2v1. It is Blix, the last alive. He has to worry about Som coming right at him in the dismiss. And Infinite right behind. NRG pick up another, and this brings me
into a mid-split. They're eventually going to have to face off against shanks here. It's a matter of when, not if.
NRG, they just have them red. Anytime they try and make a play elsewhere, they've got something to answer. As eeiu barely makes it out as that off-shot whizzes right on by. That's the operator down now. Infinite can be the benefactor of that kill, and eeiu is here to stop the push through the kitchen.
So
not
patient.
In my house. He will say daps to back him up after the kill is traded and
play. And this is where it matters most. 9-3 is a world of a difference between this and 10-2. Even if it doesn't seem by much, NRG have to respect that rolling thunder, and this should be a plant by all intents and purposes. However, the shut me up once again will be NRG. How do they keep doing it?
This is just the result of a team being fire hot, firing on all cylinders. NRG, they seem unstoppable. Even with the bow out, he's still alive. How? eeiu finally goes down, and Som to close it on out. 10-2 at the frenzies. Might be the deterring factor here as they look to push up onto the side. hyjinx already taking a bit of damage, was able to escape, but now under 100 HP. Needs to be careful. That spike yet to be planted. The dark covers. The clouds all over the place. Nice aftershock and to stop the plant for just a moment, but a lot of time left on the clock. Now, it did buy time for the rotation to come through. Daps still holding it down. hyjinx on lower HP, able to pick one up. Infinite trades it back, but it's back and forth. Blue for 2, blue for 3 here. NRG find themselves on the back foot on the attacking side. The spray from the ghosts. Nobody gonna fall there in that trade, and it's all up to Som once more. Running out of time here, just about 10 seconds on the clock. He's just got to send it. He takes a shot at one, not going to pick it up as Jaomock sits him down. I didn't see. It's another half-ish buy, yard sale buy. It could be enough, though, to get in the game as that sheriff shot goes wide. Nano swarm comes out. Dark to the back, not going to get any information. At the very least, NRG should be able to get that spike down.
At least for now, but it's not over yet. Great early stages from NRG, but this is where they are most lethal. As soon as that spike goes down, whether they're on the defensive or attacking end, they always seem to be crazy. Tanner, this is not nearly done yet. No players have died yet. This is insane.
Ooh, there's the kills that come on through, though. It's the SMGs, the Spectres for zill and blix. BLAHAJ looking to close things out. It's all up to shanks, but the defuse comes through no less, and shanks will fall at the end of the spike. It does feel a little unfortunate that map 2 is going to be an NRG map pick. Now that lockdown used for the attackers here, NRG looking to push everybody off this A site. Play here more. hyjinx still hanging out all the way over to B, so making sure that there is no lurker this time. There is no rally the troops onto this B site. Nobody gonna have that information. Nobody detained. The nanoswarm goes out on a bit of information. Now blix able to stop the plant, but it was more so feeling like a bait there to get that Hunter's Fury out of the way.
No way, they go B?
And yeah, the rotation coming on through. hyjinx is sniffing this one out, though. He is privy to this information, and he's going to hang out over towards Snowman. traekS now watching up towards mid. Doesn't spot anybody, but could quite possibly hear the footsteps now. Saw him once more, though, on the flank. This is where this Reyna likes to hang out, likes to play. The shot goes wide. First op shot down. Blades come through, going to be traded back and forth. hyjinx takes a bit of damage, but he finds a kill on the back end. 3v4 BLAHAJ. Yep, they just got to buy some time here. That spike now going to be planted. Saw him on the flank. shanks from downtown. The knives don't matter. Neither does the clock, as the defenders are going to be working against it. It's match point here on Icebox. Game number 1 in the round of 64. zill is able to even the odds on the Reyna. Now needs to find some more with 31 HP and a dream. Both members from NRG playing off the spike over towards that alt orb. shanks on 50. Let's get flashed. The shots come through from the top of the box, and that's a full HP daps. That's a 0 HP daps. Now shanks just needs to buy some time. zill needs to push in and find the kill, but he will not. It's a 3K.
Uses those nice little birds. I can't exactly remember the official name for them. I'm just going to go ahead and call them birds. They're so good for info, and it can completely change things up, man.
So here the teleporter, so now they have to be wary of what's behind it. Saw him on the brimstone, and it's shanks right behind him. The frenzy getting the better half of this one. No blinding call out, but it doesn't matter. Infinite still finding a way to get it done. Once more, traekS, the last standing here, running out of time in a 1v2, and shanks closes. They're constantly being fed alt orbs for that run it back.
And they're pretty close to it, only 3 rounds into this mess. That was one thing I was actually going to note, is that I think they're going to be fighting a ton for this. And I love this like early excursion that we see from both teams, that paranoia just to retake control of it. And NRG, they've been rewarded for their efforts, but a double shock through. Oh, it's actually going to be coming from BLAHAJ. That's a beautiful way to start things out. The duelist shanks is taken down. So they don't exactly have that crazy dash play to use anymore, nor do they even have their smoker. And things are looking really good for BLAHAJ, because they've been slowly working for this map control and are being rewarded very handsomely for their efforts.
Infinite went unspotted around the box. The patience once more pays off for NRG, and the ring around the rosy in favor. Sam finds one through the smoke, doesn't stop the plant, but it is a 3v2. Now working against the clock as NRG, as that Trailblazer goes through to get a bit of information. Leaping around, we'll see what the dog here can find. It spots one out towards short. Now they know Jaomock playing inside a U-Haul. So I'm going to push on through, Phantom in hand, and we've seen the spray and pray, baby. There it is again. You just hold W key, and it just works. Now zill needs to go huge for another, but it's Infinite, the sneaky Sky that was playing on this A site to close it out. And NRG, it started off bad. It started off with shanks going down early, but they turn it around, that they're still there as well. Absolutely huge there for NRG. And BLAHAJ working against the clock again. To get on seconds. Here comes the satchel charge. There comes the leap on in the flash, but it doesn't matter. hyjinx able to pick up the first kill to open things up. NRG now on the back foot. shanks even does an Infinite once more. Man of the hour here. Blix finally takes him down, but traekS is just out of time. He's outmanned. And NRG, BLAHAJ pick up a couple of rounds, and they hurt the economy a bit. You have the blades from shanks to worry about, who does get spotted out. Infinite able to watch his back there. Saw him pushing on up. This time not running and shooting. He plants his feet, and he finds that first kill onto hyjinx. Blix able to trade it back. But even when things are even, they're uneven. I think right now, BLAHAJ finally be getting themselves in the driver's seat. They're trying to creep on up, but that center console just seems to be in the way. The neural theft comes through. The information now given. And it's going to be daps over towards the safe side, trying to hold it down. The wall is there. Jaomock has made his way up into heaven. So trying to find the flankers. Not going to find Shanks. Yes, he is. He spots him, pushing to the back of the site. Now in a 2v4. This is looking incredibly winnable here for BLAHAJ.
Spike planted on that note. Infinite, he does get that trade. We're back into a 2v2. He's also been tagged too, so they have an exact idea of where Infinite is located. Zill, he's kind of flirting with the idea of actually peeking. Eventually when he decides to, he gets completely shut down by daps on that Sage. The healer is also one who can bring death. traekS is against 2 here, and he does find the beautiful spray onto the first, but the second seems to be a tall order, and he meets it anyway! Another time, halftime yet, excuse me. And this is about where NRG are gonna say, hey, let's have a little bit of fun with it. They just sent 4 people on top of Ice Wall. Okay, we'll go ahead and talk about that one a little bit later, because it already has been completely evacuated, bailed upon, and there are the kills to match. BLAHAJ now in a 4v2, once again have to do it all. Wait a sec.
Player standing.
Logo, make it 1 left. Daps, no res, just has the heal. Gonna have to go for it here. I mean, there's no reason not to just send it. I don't see how this play works out. The spike is down in hookah though, so it has this. They need to worry about a handful of problems here. What could be a handful of problems in that ultimate in the cage. Is enough to back them away. They do send it out over towards long. Now NRG gonna be creeping on up.
Oh my god.
Mike goes. We'll see. Dap. End of the hour here. Daps, he missed her 4th quarter. Is that only shanks here on this NRG? Now one tries to put straight down. Nice satchel to try and buy some time. It doesn't matter. hyjinx goes down, and Daps, the man of the hour, a 9th round win.
As if they needed that in their favor. Blue
a whole lot of time, right? You have basically zero space for BLAHAJ on the defending side. This pistol round going to be absolutely huge, and they play so far off this A side. 3 members over towards B, 2 towards showers. Once more playing for that alt orb for their Phoenix.
hyjinx straight out of April, dude. The wall up for the APC plant? This is so old. I love it.
And that's what happens when Sage makes her way back into the meta. Now everybody rotating over. 1 on the flank, that is hyjinx. You have to pay attention to the bottom side of that mini-map. This raise could get heaps of value, but Infinite doing diligence to clear it out, but it doesn't matter. hyjinx with the first kill here, and Shanks, if we could just tell him to shoot and vice versa. Not going to be the case, though. traekS picks up that kill onto Shanks. Daps going to trade one back, but NRG on the back foot. Down a man. Blix going to get the spray down. He's got the blicky on him. He picks up a couple of kills.
Wow.
Make it 3 as NRG will fall in a 3rd.
But BLAHAJ, they have to go ahead, recoup from their losses, take it in stride, and move on to this next one. They have forced up everything they can, Tanner, and this might be the final hurrah. They need to win these opening fights, and that is their chance squandered. Zill goes down, Tanner.
Everybody on this A site going down. It's up to the 3 rotating here from BLAHAJ, and it is looking incredibly dire. That daps actually buys the attention as well from hyjinx. So that raise going to be a bit slower to it. Orbital strike going to go just wide, and Shanks once more. A beautiful headshot onto Blix to try and close it out. eeiu on the flank. He will fall. But at what cost? The shock dart goes through. The kill actually going to get picked up here. hyjinx, the rotating member, able to pick up the paint shell, kills low HP. So this could be it. The judge, the clutch. Is this going to be it? Daps has since rotated over. NRG playing with the clock. He just has to stick it at the very least halfway. He's peeking over towards U-Haul, and he's shot in the back. NRG close it out.